All I want to say is, Trump, you're doing your big thing, man. We got the kids back outside on their bikes. The lawnmower's back going, the dog's back barking. Memphis is looking real good out here, man. Hey, man, you did your big one, man. Appreciate you for helping cleaning up Memphis. Hey, MPD, well, I don't even know what to say about y'all. I done walked to the store. Y'all got me a bag of ice. I ain't walked to the store in about 20 years. You ain't got to worry about no pow, pow, pow. You ain't got to worry about no ducking. You ain't got to worry about them fins doing all that old. Man, it's beautiful. I'm talking about the traffic back going. I'm talking about the kids back outside. Hey, make Memphis great again, goddammit. Hey, it's a good thing, man. I love when the plan come together. Hey, Tag Force, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, Trump, y'all keep doing what you're doing. National Guard, y'all keep doing what you're doing. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we're diving into Memphis, where the National Guard has officially arrived. And what's really interesting is how the people of Memphis are reacting. The feedback just might surprise you because it's not as one-sided as some expected. And so we're breaking it down, what locals are saying and what this could mean moving forward.
Topping our headlines at 4 today, mobilized in Memphis. Tennessee National Guard members are officially in the Bluff City today. We spotted some of them patrolling downtown Memphis, walking alongside a police officer on Riverside Drive. And Indivisible Memphis sharing this video with us. You can see around half a dozen guardsmen and women walking in Harbortown.
There's certain things that they need to be doing because we have a lot of murderers and stuff that's out here and rapists that's running around and all this. You can't hide. There's no way to hide.
Federal and local law enforcement surround a home on Buchanan just off of National early Friday morning. Those living nearby that we spoke to say several people living in the home were detained. It's unclear if any arrests were made or why federal agents were at the home in the first place, but our cameras captured agents removing several items from the house. It's one of the many Memphis Safe Task Force operations. According to a spokesperson with the Department of Justice, 627 arrests have been made and 155 firearms have been seized since their inception on September 29th. Residents we spoke to say they expect that number to increase as officials continue their fight to decrease crime.
I think it's needed. We do want our city to be a city where people can come and enjoy and families feel safe, the kids feel safe.
While others celebrate the National Guard making its presence known, Delgado worries about this detail.
I think the military should not be used as political pawns, period. They're here to defend the Constitution.
And I feel like all the criminals are hiding right now. And when all of this goes away, all of those rats are coming out. I feel like the Hispanic community, we don't have a voice right now. Why? Because everybody's really scared. A lot of people right now, they don't have money to buy groceries because they are so scared to go to work. I had this lady that she was about to lose her job because she didn't have a ride. And she's like, I don't want to drive, What about if they stop me? And I'm like, that's very, very devastated. I don't feel like we're criminals. But that's the way that they're treating us.
We all want to have safer communities. This is only putting a Band-Aid on it. So if we want to address crime, we have to address poverty. We have to address our education system.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think it's true time. I was against pretty much everything that was coming towards Memphis. I was against this National Guard, all these different police units, all this military, all this. I was against all this coming to the end, right? Especially when I was the one learning about Memphis and how the crime had been down 25% than it has in hella years. And Memphis been doing good. We just had the most peaceful summer in a long little time. Just for these folks to still come with this. I was against it, bro. And then I seen the numbers after the first week of rounding up. These folks then got 16 convicted murderers off the streets in 1 week. Black people. I know there's a lot of Memphis folks, somehow all the niggas gone now and they over here, the police pulling over all the good, hard-working people. Hey, if that was the case, I'm sorry. But I can't wholeheartedly say they doing a bad thing now. Now that I just seen them numbers, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. And I'm a real Memphis. I love my city. I love once again, it's where I'm at. As I wait on the mother bud, I'm in the heart of this. But I would be lying if I ain't just read them numbers and say, damn, that's a good thing for Memphis. So, I'm out of this, y'all. I ain't got no more commentary on this National Guard being here, the police, the over police. I ain't got to say to that, bro, because it's kind of hard for me to say they doing us wrong when they really getting convicted murderers and felons with guns off the street, bro. Hey, bro. Y'all just be easy, bro. Be easy.
I mean, we always hear that over and over again. Address the poverty and education. Of course you have to do that. That's absolutely true. But in the meantime, if there are things that can be done to improve the lives of the people who aren't criminals, then those things should be done. Because for the people who get up, go to work, come home, take care of their kids, and still can't enjoy a decent quality of life because they're being held hostage by the criminal activity in their area, where kids can't even go outside and play without parents worrying about their kids' safety. And so, yeah, in the long term, addressing poverty and education sounds great, but that takes time. And it's also going to take people realizing who are in these communities, who are hiring these elected officials, and they are not actually doing anything to make these communities better. You're going to have to, these people in these communities are going to have to start realizing if you continue to vote the same party in and expect them to actually do anything that's going to give you real progress in your city, in your community, and it's not been happening for years, for decades in many of these blue cities, then until you actually start to think different when it comes to how you choose the people who you want to be in charge, then chances are it's still going to be a long road before you start to see significant change. And so if you're being offered additional resources like the National Guard, why not take advantage of it? By helping to free up the time of local police officers, that way they can begin to then do some of those things that will help to have an effect on the lives of people who don't even feel safe to walk outside in their own communities, by removing the criminals that are causing the chaos and at least beginning to clean up the streets. Because doing nothing in the name of long-term solutions only makes it more difficult in the long term to solve those problems.
Some of y'all might get mad at me. And at this point, I don't give a damn. I'm not into politics. I'm not into all of that extra stuff that people be losing their life over. I ain't into all that. We human. Whatever. But I will say thank you to Trump for bringing these National Guards and doing what they're doing down here in Memphis right now. You know, for the first time in 5 years. I've been in my home for 5 years. And for the first time, my kids have been able to play in the backyard and be able to do it comfortably. I haven't heard a gunshot in 2 weeks. I haven't seen strange people walk up and down the street. Just a few weeks ago, I had somebody walk on the side of my house. None of that action's going on. I haven't seen no young YNs at the stove posted. I haven't seen an Infinity fly past me in weeks. I'm sitting on my porch right now, and I'm watching kids outside playing. People outside walking with their kids, stuff I ain't never seen before living in my neighborhood. But all because we feel safe in this environment, unfortunately, because of the things that are happening here in the city. I hate it had to be this way, but I'm happy. I'm happy. Honestly, I truly feel that this is just a band-aid to the problem. I don't think this is going to completely fix everything. But to have a moment of peace, just thank you, Jesus.
I keep hearing people say that this is just a band-aid solution, that bringing in the National Guard, it won't fix anything long-term. And sure, if you're talking about solving poverty, education, and broken homes, those are deep-rooted issues that take years to address. Nobody's denying that. But let's be real. You can't perform open-heart surgery if the patient is bleeding out on the table. You have to stop the bleeding first. Right now, the National Guard isn't being called in to solve generational poverty. They're being called in to stabilize chaos, to restore enough order so that way, hopefully, Memphis police can get ahead and stay ahead when it comes to dealing with the criminal element, and then the real work can actually begin. And listen, one thing you begin to understand really quick when you open your eyes up to these type of situations, it doesn't matter what those numbers say when they are telling you how crime is down in their city, if you don't feel the effects on the ground level, because they can make those numbers say whatever they want. They can juke the stats, because when people's jobs are on the line and numbers have to read a certain way or else heads are going to roll, as they say, they'll make sure those numbers say what they need to. But the people who are actually living in these communities, they know and they feel what the real effects are inside of their community. And when you hear people say they can actually allow their kids to play outside and walk down the street feeling safe, that's a difference that you can actually measure. Anyway, guys, questions, thoughts, drop them down below. I appreciate when you guys chime in. Drop your comments down below. You enjoyed the content, smash the like button for more. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you stick around for the next video where Democrat candidate falls apart after reporter confronts her and asks her one basic question. Make sure you stick around for that. And as always, until next time.